to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Terrapins will kick it away first. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good game. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Lost to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down and likely going to throw it again.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's White. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Can't made the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They want to run it left here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Caught. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. They got it. It's blocked. He picks it up. That's racing to the right. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pressure coming. Snagged in the middle. It's White. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The quick out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in.
He's taking the shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed to He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Coming up.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy. For this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Easy. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice get started. First play of the period will be a second down. They just keep firing. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw. Now improvising. Working that left side now. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he's got it! Touchdown, Golden Gopher! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, fourth and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away. There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Using the quick game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hilton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Golden Gophers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long 1st down marker just short of the goal line. 3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Washington. Oh, he makes the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hilton. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. To the air on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Get set, get set.
Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man,
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Pulls it in. It's McConnell. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
They'll move the wide receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play. Because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. This offense is really... clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Hilton. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers are marching down the field.
Come on, set.
They'll try the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught over the middle, it's Glenn. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw the...
Touchdown, Golden Gopher! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. this offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Stanford. Any big changes in his ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McConnell. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Snagged in the middle. It's McConnell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
And he tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring over.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
back.